Oswa Ben, now watch your wording because it is saying opinions are like noses. I didn't share to say when Ubia.
The vision behind the 24-hour economy and the accelerated export development program was born.
We do anytime we step out toes in the building, you know, flipping always continues. Well, it's all about BBS, who is trending, what is trending when it comes to world of socials, entertainment, and then politics. Message such a brand that's in our video, you know. More fun every Wednesday, you know. You see me, my woman say, body, you know, sometimes our hana a bread. And technical issues kakra na person ye encounter said e ba ye face any challenges bia it's more fun and pa and the moment say from Wednesday ebe nyina na ye fiade na ye bojaye no ni nyina it is written on the board ye ba be deliver so tell friends another pastor Dizzi aba no wasatena say na and politics enya wo de no we ya babawa we ya brantia ha if here and we will bring smiles to your face bro focus here ni nyina no ha ne ye bebiem ni abobo mu na wanya mu this program is very educative, inspiring, and then entertainment. It's message such a prayer not now from 5 ikwayen kosi 7 no na wanya de ekoso ewoye man kunkun Ghana mu na coming 2028 when we amanyuku a wodi ukokromoti power no ebekwa akotim ediaman we are live on your Mot TV the boss Sana TV. We are streaming live YouTube original gossip TV, and then again we are streaming live once again hana TV TikTok. It's message all call nyina comments no what the fuck comment section one making kind nyina ma now what say now from so enya biara but currently the number that we guys are using is on your TV screen 0592 136677. I want your ideas, your thoughts, your knowledge concerning stories no I about discussing or the befa both as a WhatsApp and SMS so the for making kind nyina at the amount ready every bro from Monday to Friday. Message say here aboafo nti e best say momra na meso yasene na yemo wade ton ho the room ema esan say we carry huge numbers on our back nti e bo wade ton the room awa e ko na nipa pempem ana epu behwe nti we TV na say crawler na eda ho na number bi ebe chagu ofa na ni mpanimfo eni nkomo ya beje okitua bi ni abowade ton the row at the amount it's mon sane sa emma me as I'm talking to you now honorable Isaac Buadi onam kwan mu baba currently me nkwa na me wa ha osim bedru ntama afan wantimi amedura said that I no me ne wo ahwe me from achichi ni benche ene oh yeah one of my pundits and maybe I'm matrofo na tumuntem na so afre na wa kire wa adwen so Dr. Apia eso yase no kwada su kumase kwada su bola kese mo se for all the eye problem na wo no fabre no se wani na fira it is so what spectacle and san wetimi atrɛ asan wetimi akenkan fabra so Dr. Apia na so ye obete ne te e de ama ade on so sronko wona ni yarehwe num ni se ofa aban bi ntare wani no so on fedro bi enso wani no so na mo obam wadro num na pass through your veins am kire untini na wani na free be bi etesi so e bet spectacle no betra se no so Dr. Apia ono no enya no nko a o se be ma wa ye mre e wo mpam it's a sexual weakness, say syphilis, gonorrhea, typhoid, low blood pressure, high blood pressure, asthma, diabetes, or any other chronic disease. Ya rewa wako an enkono or the bus of Dr. Piana say or better te Eddie Amount here. Tremrika tente na bre kumase kwada subo like a sim in Yemo and I said Dubai ho. Ubi say akra or better of Dr. Piana say ya wa 3-story building emu chese wudru wa nikapa ye ho ana hana TV enso ewo titu America tenten na bra na beji wa yare sa so Dr. Pia wa asem bi ada woka o se so on fa yare no mama ne nhwa fa yare na on fa na edru enye ono nko a Lorette vagina wash enso eso yasene Lorette for na bom nkrai so ya ababa wa oye pani wa wie kra ma akira de na aba Lorette ene bedi wa asema ma infections ne nka bebra ya na emma mo himfie ho no aba ho no sebi mun pet Lorette vagina wash na said it ye pure heba ana ye de aye the yan so be cotton na be mia kakra tum na wo de ahya wase me kire wa himfie ho na wada overnight within 12 hours na wa ye free ho enka any infections wo ho nyina ebe free ho wase be che na ba himfie na ni ka himfie ho a eno na ma himfo ji chance ase e de ma amanfo de brin trips Dubai trips UK Canada Holland and then asifo nyina no unso be live luxurious life na ye Lorette and ye ni secret it's do what to enquire Josu mensia and say Missy about in Brome as town from 0243 722 641 and as 0208 761 673 and 0502 027 6180 Lorette almost say yeah the edge yeah the enwako way and also yasene me the BBS ebro from Monday to Friday mesre some so me so yasene na yenso yase ya yemunyedru the whole Ashanti region and I said the whole Ghana this is the only political show emrantie ne mabawa enyina etie empanimfo ne nintinim ne mintinim omunyina etie esan say the politics no ye the red street na profokes ye ni nyina ya pensem mu ha na wonso wanya munhunu emu ntiase eti jebra na ye nyina ye mobo ensem no ho na ene ye bekoso ye besom Ghana ye bebobo Ghana ho ya ate se wa bonten a wonni munhunu mu no ene because this program is very, very interactive inti maybe akwanya no na so afre na wachre wadu nene ya se de bofo ne de na ma yeden eho apaso na ne de agentrene wa be fontentan so de ekoso ya parliament house de ekoso ya politicians no emu government appointees wan na ye nadwuma ye wan na ye nadwuma ye ene ye ba be din komo pa semester sa jibre na ye nyina ye mobile Ghana ho na ye nkoye nim nene me the video of the day be baba before then no ma me fa take the stories no entudwa na ye bia ye mbonwram one after the other ni pensem mu well and I quote I say the persistence noise from people like Afanyo Markins does not arise from any genuine quest for accountability, and this one is coming from a CEO of Gold Board, Honorable Sami Jemfi, to a minority leader, Alexander Afanyo Markins, concerning Gold Board Honsensem. Last week, minority no, Medebe Tuja say minority questions Gold Board loss. Was saying who trades in gold and makes losses of such huge magnitude, over 1.7 billion loss, and then demand full accountability. And on a minority leader Alexander Afanyo Markins or the buy na eno ana Gold Board CEO Sami Jemfi ababeyina no owie anso ha or say nowhere under reference IMF report to Gold Board accused by the IMF has having caused the losses reported to have been incurred by the Bank of Ghana under the domestic gold purchase program. And Sami Jemfi Sama osade aba or de a challenge what true the ato ama minority leader Alexander Afanyo Markins and no na same way nyina no Kofi Tonto of NPP or say our gold reserve was at 8.7 tons, and by the time we left it was it has grown to 30 tons. What 30 tons or say oh okay or say oh I am say mo fan chame na me hwe ne ye na enhwe no sometimes e bi wo ha na enshada bi enshada hu ne sa say me cause of Dr. Apia ho na me kwaje eni adru. Okay, edru wa mema producer asa abem na ya hwe sa ensem no mu ye na ye kwa enima sa ansem na eye sami jamfi e de betu dwa eye NPP eye Kofi Tonto enso e de betu dwa na eye Alexander Afanyomakins fast fresh motion to summon Goldboard CEO na say Afanyomakins sada esa the fast for chese e kire say de omo kane nyina no edimu na ye nokure trodo na de sami jamfi e kane de na say nokure bia nim yedimu nsem ebebremu and then turn also galamsey fight. Youth demand an end to illegal mining along Tano River. And also yedimunsem ebebrem fight illegal galamsey ya kan. Na we dey Tano so hona youth no edinsem bi ababetu ja yebebo edi erem. And this one says stop the incoming MP tag. Quokka wants NPP members in Ashanti region. Yebebo edi erem wo hona yedimunsem so abrem. And then unemployed persons with disabilities. Also, group demand government fulfill 5% recruitment quota. Yedi ni nyina ebebremu ye nyina ye hana mbebo video ye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama with the 5% e de kan disabilities omo eso na eno omo recruitment no omo wie school all right na say e be recruit omo no e say recruit nurses military de aba omo so se omu hia omo de na 5% na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ka so be fulfill no promise no obi kan aye say enim it's omo the petition eco parliament house Flaster house sorry na ya ye nuaba na ya jantoa akwaji petition ye de munsem ebebrem and then police pick up carrying suspects crashes into trotro on KUST campus and then several injured where AC Enra ya Ghana police akwache weed smokers omo custody fofia antoata ana trotro bi nso aba boka enu mama weed smokers ayache omo handcuff omo no ebinum prepare ne trotro for no yedimu yitre ene emunchiremu ebebremu and then 24-hour economy people are suing us for what we are not responsible for. Presidential advisor Augustus Tando outside one secretariat and on within Sambia Betu was a 24-hour economy now. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, one of the policies our implementing as ongoing a binum projects in air costono almost do yes see womo do na si womo na omo behwe ombe consult omo lawyer na omo ni omo di nkomo na niema amanfo asi womo ho no omo de omo ato ano keke omo enen omo nye responsible for niema ekoso no yedi munsem ebebrem sansona market at Ganof to reduce roadside trading risk at Pokuasi and then Amasamai where Ganof MC akwete abo ana ode sansem we ababeto ye de nyina bebro dan dan nyina meka the big push and e dwumadie we so nationwide power outages ye de munsem bebre was energy sector public utilities regulatory commission trinity say PURC to step up consumer protection and then ensure accountability where if we are energy minister Dr. John Jinapo Abdullahi and I didn't same way but no this and same way neto hono matters arising bebre ewom obi answer say Ghana clears $1.47 billion energy debts, says $500 million through gas power. Energy minister and the ababetuono. I said him can say no na big push also no. Whole criticisms and our critics sorry abe from time so no. And I'm a Professor Isaac Buadi wababe kasa sanso na Dr. Jabi Mohammed economics and a senior lecturer at University of Ghana Business School ono nso ede nano aba betu ye bebo ede ewrem na na de ete say e wa aba fontentan so amanfo nso e kan illegal vacation Supreme Court oma dismiss fun ase ayerebi MP kwadwo opon kroma ni injection applications no edi munsem ebebremo without wasting my time amenko said na me sha se na me ka no Honorable Isaac Buadi aba be kamensa oye NDC communication team member amenko no na memma na kwa aba na yemfa dwumadi no ento aso Honorable
Dizzi
mo akwa aba
mejoso
I hope say bibia boko
nyakopa andaroma dani na sorry na ye tese ye me na nkwa wo mu dia na wonim se nyame na na ama ye sa akwanya no ti ye de aseda be ma otwedi ampo nyankopon
yeah ye nyina ye kwaje ya home be ye 2 days say ye sad ye si kakra e wa ha
awo meje ne de okosoro ba for ma baby be ba bebum
yeah
and it is one of those things and there are things more ya wa hana ma meni ajepa
okay
mebom na mabaso
okay
my ade
okay
and it's if on so amaje bre hwe yen so ye beda o masi sedani da omodi omani kire Hana TV
yeah
omo form remote omo switch to Hana TV and because there are good MCRs and technicians dani da nyina omo pushi senior mabeko yenti ya do bibiara se
okay all right and yem kwaya nim said ye misika no oh so rabo bakura na mebobo obo nsam nso me din nsam na go interest just 30 seconds
interest in there at say topics ni na me Supreme Court dey me will be ka wo ho
e kodwo pon kroma
gold board yen fa nkomoni
nsie
but your questions are ye woma ye nnuane ma omo opposition and a few people be omo so omo woma then the power outages na it happened yesterday I think say nye numre no kwa na enumre na ebi munya omo de but anapa ne there some of us around 4:30 am we experienced that so I think we'll touch on most of these things and then we'll see what the time will allow us.
Okay. Okay, Honorable Isaac Buadi ana kasano. Me ya asadi we yache but ene mame fa video of the day FM sometimes not me video of the day ni nyina akoye motivational videos to encourage us na yebesua bibi efrim but na me video of the day no me tro e de ama aban no firefighters mu use sachets water abra incidents amafo omo battle fire destroy 11 rooms e Menchia South na eno ne ye video of the day enti yenko na yenhwemra ewia yebeto aso. Okay. Na chese na yakwa akohwe aba we on BBS dwumadie no so we any a video of the day say dear ne besi na firefighters and I mean can say fire service personnel odum jafo na incidents esi eja kese ehye as 11 rooms na yede sachet water ana tutu kokodum no a country called Ghana. Then bisa me say ye kwa yanim anase ye ba yachi. Na say entity say ne de firefighters no efa mu during na no mu under training. Ensuo na eni oman no mu. Galamsefo na say yensuo. Enu nti yenye nsuo mfandumja na mpanyimfo kra bu baby say ensufin bia dumja. Ensufin edumja. Now how on earth so firefighters are moon saving life of people. People's life na moon saving. Na mo de sachet water. Ana mo toto edi dumuja. How on earth? Say yes mo yes ah. E yensuo na eni ho. E good services na muntimi en random mayen. Ana asesen. Bibi na mo hia na mo kan kire aban no. Muni reservoirs. Asensuo ho ye den kura mo benya bidi adumja odumja fo ye nim se mo boye ho ban se ebeja hyehye bia se dan ye dwiragu se ka anya accident ni nyina firefighters ewo ho to rescue people na se eja atobi fie na ehia we menhia south yawo na se sachet water ana mototo ko edidumja ana mo training na mko musuro se mo ba bo reje no makodum na that is your job. Because you have movies, baby, American movies are. And also the Indian movies, or news, CNN, DW, Al Jazeera, yenim firefighters are. They cover themselves with omu niema omu yusi. It's people reje me kodumijano. Cause nipa ba ako pekra na owa nipa ni nkwa hia oborem. Sani akadie ni ye ni biana. Ana sa fire service personnel na no o tutu aye pure water de kwa ho no. Osuo so obebe nja na. Me am tia me am kamisuro because me need training bi afa ho. Eti adenti na wa training na wa pass na eje na wuntimi mbenja no na pure water na wototo di kom. Firefighters we kwa de no. Honorable video of the day no we just 2 minutes bi na yenko yensem so.
Dizzi, I think say me once na me ka say there are hydrants around.
Yeah.
You need feedback 90s na there were places udura who say high fire hydrant.
Yeah.
And that's what my sa reservoir na she honum kwa. For emergency purposes. Ebi ombedru baby no mbe hie nsu enya afi no mbe san akomachi. And ocean location in the other side of the road. Me catch us akwa no so my for they are choked.
Yeah.
They are choked. Inti bibi kat krebi na ijato no my bed. Na the mesre ni say fire serviceman now ought to sachet water. And it is not like on to me and doom jano. Probably there and so no de buy no more using in na money sign. And there is no way they could go and come back. So this was just an intermediary solution. Be omuteki and me say it's high time that the authorities will act with force.
Okay.
Especially me penning for my by mum penning for omo certain assemblies ano. E was some day omo ahoden because to me emrata omochi.
Okay.
No mama enkofo omosisi adan structures it was such hydrant demolishing in no matter how a nipa no acquire sa particular place no we must demolish them.
Okay.
Because baby I do no in this 21st century baby I this is not the approach to putting out a fire.
Mami bi so was honorable.
Yeah.
Don't you think said na firefighters no abro munsuo sign to me no me sana me hu no say me so omunsuo na sign se corner omuntimi nko inside because so we have video now the guy was throwing the sachet water before say omunsuo no so moye den I think so all throw nyina no others no sukura omudum no anu ntimi
I think that approach na quantity it sensuo omugusu spray nsuo na then ade na omuye no they need to be queried
ana all to nsuo de kono
they need to be queried. I was say penny no do man no omukoye no I was say penny for from
yeah
no mu be yi anu de entia
no to nsuo
no
sachet water we dey na
tutu
then because ana say nsuo nsuo asa
training na dey ma
call for backup
training na dey ma mo no enye say ni ese mo approach
also omutu we ni we ya ansa na nsuo no omo
so it is a show for the cameras for me this is what I see so this is a show for the cameras and they need to be questioned because it also give the government a bad name menshia honom no say empane say even one tender fire
firefighters no ba kra osoma no wate anu
yes
osoma no wate anu say well say num bi mpo
and I make us say what like they need to be questioned somebody need to answer why even at the time amoko amunim say insuring enough no when timian calling for a nearby fire to come and assist
backup cause e hu ni say ye police
me sure say
anyway omoko na bibi kire omo so they call him for backup
men share wo baako take for obi what you say so they could have been a backup even your friend is a KMA dia no so wo ho you could have called omo na so any take cramp omo ben so the leader or that woman no need to be questioned, need to be queried.
Okay.
No mu yin sembia no as to the approach omo use it to put out the fire because me nya sure say training omo koye no. You catch omo say even if there is no water saying e was say mo yin. Nti anya hwe kra yenim say mo kodu baby kra na e kire yire so pass so say den kra na e kire mo so a you have to give a phone call for backup to come in. You don't use this approach. Okay. What are you trying to tell the Ghanaian public? You are giving the government a bad name, which is not good. I mean, him so say abino a lot. Not even this current government, even previous government, a lot for the fire service.
Okay.
And they also need to be innovative. And then you don't wait for government to come and do a lot of things.
Okay.
You need to partner with NGOs. Write to different organizations. No more but to look at what we have been seeing with the Ghana Armed Forces. So what you say? This is not the approach.
Okay, this is not the approach. Honorable Isaac Buedi Anna Akasano. That was it Monday or Tuesday, if I stand to be corrected? And a minority or questioning gold board over their losses. Mobeka said, who trade in gold and makes losses of such huge magnitude over a 1.7 billion loss, demand full accountability. You bet na ha ebobo hona na way ana sami jamfi enso ababe kasa or say the persistent noise from people like Afanyamakin does not arise from any genuine quest for accountability na sami jamfi kasa odi ani bre ene kasa yenko na yenti nimra we are about to studio for discuss.
I want to urge you, our friends in the media, in all humility and the Ghanaian public, to hold Afenyomakin and others who make allegations about gold ball losses to the strictest standard of proof, particularly in the light of the detailed facts I have placed before you today. Let me state that the persistent noise from people like him does not arise from any genuine quest for accountability or any sincere desire to interrogate the operations of the gold board. Rather, it is a part of a calculated smear campaign aimed at undermining the significant contribution Gold Board is making to the economic transformation agenda of President Mohammed's administration. The likes of Afenyomakin simply cannot reconcile themselves with the transformational work of Gold Board because they appreciate the important role it has played in the historic appreciation of the Ghana cedi and the significant strengthening of Ghana's international reserves. Developments that are contributing to improved economic conditions for the Ghanaian people. Afenyomakin's continuing antics And I want you to listen to me very carefully here. Afenyomarkin's continuing antics must therefore be seen for what they are: a desperate smear campaign by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts.
Okay, except when Alexander Afenyomarkin the atu no we answer was nowhere under reference IMF report to Gold Board accused by the IMF as having caused the losses reported to have been incurred by the Bank of Ghana under the domestic gold purchases program. Yeah, caught na yensentie no emra we a challenge osade ama Alexander Afenyomarkin if we are ebesa to us.
Nowhere in the under-referenced IMF report is Gold Board accused by the IMF as having caused the losses reported to have been incurred by the Bank of Ghana under the domestic gold purchase program. I challenge Afenyomarkin to point to any page, paragraph, sentence, phrase, or punctuation mark in the said reference reports of the IMF where the Gold Board was accused by the IMF as the entity responsible for losses incurred by the Bank of Ghana. In summary, ladies and gentlemen, what the IMF report states is that Bank of Ghana incurred losses through the sale of gold under its domestic gold purchase program of $400 million in the year 2024 and $1.7 billion in the year 2025. And that the 2025 loss of $1.7 billion was as a result of, I'm quoting the IMF verbatim, the scaling up of the domestic gold purchase program, not incompetence or mismanagement, according to the IMF.
There has been calls for an inquiry into the circumstance leading to the loss of billions of cedis over the operations of Gold Board financed by the central bank, but the CEO says he's ever ready for scrutiny.
There's been a call for a parliamentary probe, and I've already stated on public record that I'm waiting with bated breath for Afenyomarkin's invitation. And I don't know why he's delaying and holding press conferences when, as minority leader, he can get the Public Accounts Committee to summon me tomorrow or today, and I will appear.
He, however, posited prospects of the activities of Gold Board going forward.
So if the Gold Board wants to assert that statutory mandate, and for that matter, the Bank of Ghana has to end what it was doing under the domestic gold purchase program, you don't look at that and say, oh, that means Gold Board was doing something wrong. I can tell you that as we speak, the IMF and the Bank of Ghana, nowhere in the under-referenced IMF reports is Gold Board accused by the IMF as having caused the losses reported to have been incurred by the Bank of Ghana under the domestic gold purchase program. I challenge Afenyomarkin to point to any page, paragraph, sentence, phrase, or punctuation mark in the said reference reports of the IMF where the Gold Board was accused by the IMF as the entity responsible for losses incurred by the Bank of Ghana. In summary, ladies and gentlemen, what the IMF report states is that Bank of Ghana incurred losses through the sale of gold under its domestic gold purchase program of $400 million in the year 2024 and $1.7 billion in the year 2025. and that the 2025 loss of $1.7 billion was as a result of, I'm quoting the IMF verbatim, the scaling up of the domestic gold purchase program, not incompetence or mismanagement, according to the IMF.
There has been calls for an inquiry into the circumstance leading to the loss of billions of cedis over the operations of gold board financed by the central bank, but the CEO says he's ever ready for scrutiny.
There's been a call for a parliamentary probe, and I've already stated on public record that I'm waiting with bated breath for Afenyo Markin's invitation. And I don't know why he's delaying and holding press conferences when, as minority leader, he can get the Public Accounts Committee to summon me tomorrow or today, and I will appear.
He, however, posited prospects of the activities of Gold Board going forward.
So if the Gold Board wants to assert that statutory mandate, and for that matter, the Bank of Ghana has to end what it was doing under the domestic gold purchase program, you don't look at that and say, oh, that means Gold Board was doing something wrong. I can tell you that as we speak, the IMF and the Bank of Ghana are all engaging Gold Board that they still want to be our fiscal agents under the Gold Board model, where they will be raising money for us as an intermediary. Nowhere in the under-referenced IMF reports is Gold Board accused by the IMF as having caused the losses reported to have been incurred by the Bank of Ghana under the domestic gold purchase program. I challenge Afenyo Markin to point to any page, paragraph, sentence, phrase, or punctuation mark in the said reference reports of the IMF where the Gold Board was accused by the IMF as the entity responsible for law.
Okay, now just CEO of Gold Board, Sami Jemfi, Anna Wakasa, Honorable. CEO of Gold Board Wakasa. He say what in response, Alexander Afenyo Markins or accusing for a 1.7 billion loss, no. Sir, I so demand for full accountability, no. And CEO of Gold Board and so the Abreno. No.
Yeah. I would want to really applaud, okay, the CEO of Gold Board and my boss, Honorable Sami Jemfi. I think say no the minority leader no. That is it. One was stated emphatically say on show any accountability.
Okay.
And it's a parliament the enkrata brand is no parliament ombra or you ready to come.
Okay.
What did I make an answer?
Yeah.
And this all mono none na mechire omu public and they are making the public see say they are doing the right thing for their people, the opposition, no. But behind the scenes, ye nim the omo ye. I beg in any maybe omon pese. The government of the day will pursue.
Okay.
And you see, as a minority leader, I expected Honorable Afenyo Markin to have done due diligence.
Okay.
Before coming out or moving from one station or press conference to the other.
Okay.
Trying to make it look as if some padrim DB akoso.
Okay.
And I will ask them, under their tenure, when they were doing gold for oil, no, did they not incur costs for the nation? Over 2.1 billion eka anomujaho edemaye, and that program was not even sustainable, even under their tenure. Before so more handy power to young administration we know. Not gold for oil or so claiming say Baumia in Gold Board what is Baumia's initiative, no. Not they had incurred losses. Would we say losses, no? Na a dream DB na na akoso. No. Okay. Business said the last time na meti America no. Obia ube run business mubia u digabia no. There are times you make profit and there are times you incur losses. If you don't invest, if you don't do transaction, how do you expect to get returns? So Afenyo Markin and his minority, no, they should spare us. and leave Sami Jamfielo. Me makame say.
That was a year, was it roughly?
Go for oil started in 2022.
Billion.
Around 2022.
Combined across 2023
yes.
to 2024.
Yes. And they round it up. They couldn't sustain
an estimated $214 million to $1.67 billion in border.
Yes. Inteno no ya betra no ya kase omedisikabi. No. Me makacha say enye se Sami Jamfi na mismanage bibi o mismanage bibia ombo kabia na waboka a transactional cost. Transaction. Eneno ye ma wo kwan ma wonfa gold no nko amanone enko nkoton raw. And then there is a value chain, value addition added to the gold.
Okay. We
have moved from just purchasing it from the dealers and miners, to exporting it raw. We are adding values to it.
Okay. Ana Kofi Kunto.
Yeah.
Of NPP. Was the emu kaning in intro?
Intro.
Or say intro. Or say.
Let's give time to time.
Omone ba baimuno. NPP ba baimu. Not tons of gold. I wo. Ewo Bank of Ghana 8.7 tons. Ana omu fra baimuno. Na omuja 30 tons. Enti die na kire say. Was say no na economic value ana. But before then, no the yentie nimra. My yentie nimra na to asuma me. You say Kofi Tonto. One ejine mama NPP. It's your kwana yentie nimra this year.
When we came in, our gold reserves was up 8.7 tons. By the time we left, it had gone to 30 tons. Was that not an economic value? You liars! You are a liar. you are a liar.
8.7 tons, right?
You see, these people, they have no shame. None whatsoever. You criticized a policy. You went to the street and said the policy was implemented badly, and that when given the chance, you do it well. And now your argument is what? Your argument is that you have scaled up. Who gives a damn if you've scaled up? Who gives a damn if you scaled up? The promise was that you will do it better, there will be no losses. Your promise was that there is no reason why we should sell gold and make losses. And now you are telling us that you've scaled up and that is the reason why you've made losses. Disgraceful. Look, you can do whatever you want to do. But you cannot take away the role of gold board in this discussion.
There's a question I've been asking everybody. This 22, this figure that the IMF is reporting, what do we do with it?
That's what I was telling you. That, you see, this goes on the Bank of Ghana's books and adds to the negative equity. Remember, a few months ago, they had increased the negative equity to 90 billion. That was at a time where the calculation was at 240 million. You know the initial value that the IMF gave for the losses was 240 million, roughly 9 billion or so. Now it has increased to 22 billion. So if you subtract 22 billion, 9 billion from 22 billion, how much is that? That's just about 13 billion or so.
Help me understand the math here.
So what I'm saying is that previously
was 240.
It was 200. That was the initial report the IMF gave out of the losses.
Yes.
That translated to some 9 billion. Now the total losses for the year 2025 has moved from 9 billion to 22 billion.
Okay.
So there is a difference of about what? 13 billion.
Yeah.
So what you do is you add the 13 billion to the 90 billion net equity. So now you are looking at about 103 billion net equity. And when the central bank has net equity, it needs to be recapitalized. And they recapitalize it with our taxes, with our money. That is how we pay for it, if you don't know. So don't sit here and pretend as if you don't know. It is our responsibility, as Zato was saying. You see, this guy, and that guy. Take everybody for granted. They take us for fools.
Okay. Na chese Kofi Tonto ana wakasa no say mu take you as fools. Mu take you for granted. Because omo wa ban mu no, omo ba na 8.7 tons, omo ko no maja 30. Say omo nema measures omo digu akwan mu nyina no, omo digu e de ma mo. E ma mo ba beto aso, but say den na ma ye no. Ma ye nema bi si basa.
No wonder na omo panel no subi no. Na ABS no. Because he eventually became a laughing stock. The last time we came to sit here, me refer say when they were leaving, take over, and there was what we call fluctuations. Now gold prices perform. It is at 30 tons, no, need 30 tons, so about 18 point something tons. And I sustaining bedru 24 tons. Now 24 tons, and I say me see we have added value. You process it.
And almost so say
the returns on it
8.7 no. Omu fra ben mu no. Na ka 30 tons. And so they imagine say 30 no.
They make kind
the kind of see you. O say
so let us not go back to that 30 tons.
Eba from 18.
That go for oil na no mo ye no. E ka ben no mo jagu won ma ye ba ye tie ni.
Omo ne kona na 30 tons no.
30 tons.
Fluctuation 18 no. 30 tons no.
Economic
value
last time we sat here I read it out to you. The fact
the same thing.
Yes, so then what is the difference?
Say if say
so what is the difference?
Same way yema the aye minority ni nyina kan say omo no the omo ja to ho na omo kan
uja to say value
omo add value to the economy from 8.7 to 30.
If you have been able to mine
tons,
one mine up to that tons tons na da ona yede
say no mo di ja so mo meto aso fa de tro mine
anu na de yede
from 8.7 no
me say
na ba be duru 30
mo ye de ni e friend gold for oil and I made my referral to it. It started in 2022.
Gold for oil no crown na mo nya 30 tons no
bra
sa mo so mo ba ya gold board. They say abedru 20.
You see, they are 24 no. And said this time around they are not able to get the gold to steal, to deal in illegal trade, because gold board etuasa to cronin na.
And Alexander Afanyomakens on also file a fresh motion to summon gold board CEO.
The CEO is not afraid of any summons.
Any summons.
Damn with that summons.
Hey,
in Kofi Tonto's voice.
Mate.
In Kofi Tonto's voice.
Another sister station.
And I make us say,
as a word no you see very explicit. Now can say me first stop and say.
And 2% that summon no. CEO no throw summon.
It's young kwana de yenti Afanyomakens minority leader Emra. You hear to us.
Put forward our argument. All the documents are tied there too for speaker who has the power of admissibility to determine admissibility. This is not different from the earlier one that we filed and same was voted. The chief executive says he would plead with his colleagues and the leader not to oppose. So it's good news for Democrats, isn't it?
It is.
So we will carry this motion eventually, I pray. An ad hoc committee set up. So all the parties in the value chain of this 22 billion losses as reported would now come. All right? Would invite the aggregators. Gold Board must bring all its books. I mean, because they said they are ready. BOG must come. We would invite those we have to invite and have a live coverage, because 222 billion is huge sum.
Okay, na say ana waka no say off air na me no can simbi. Say IMF. What if say omo anye omo accounts eyi ana saadu ya babeda omo ne Bank of Ghana.
Ne free
eti de Afanyomakens e ka no. So omo be free IMF. Free Bank of Ghana. No free Sami football. Na an open forum na cameras esi so. Then eho ana be paper files no. Say your account say we say 22 billion loss no. He funny free.
You see, Dizzi, minority leader, a comic relief, and not TV so they all you need a comic relief. Look, let me tell you something. I don't. It is in the right of Parliament say, obibe filing motion for speaker to allow for whether a minister of state or a chief executive of an state institution to come before Parliament and give account or render account, or for them to question the panel how are the Juma Diabini certain figures be. It is in the right of Parliament as an independent state of arm of the government. Okay. But you see, when I say a comic relief, it's a joke. No,
a comic relief.
Look. So also upe. Yamba is a state institution no kurampo. Independent investigative institution no. Unim say wo the omaimu wa the highest body a otimi ye nhwehwem e the report betudwa emma Parliament. Public Accounts Committee etimi tina so invite public official ni state institutions nipa mo mbeyi ano the Auditor General.
Okay.
Are you telling me the work the Auditor General did no? Nyansa bi anim. This is me busa. Oh. Men ka say yimano. But ETF also sharing.
Yeah.
Auditor General Juma Oye no, are they saying say the office of the Auditor General is irrelevant? Is that what they are saying? Now let's even put the Auditor General office aside. Yawo Yoko.
Yeah.
Yawo Bakuwe, yawo the CID. Kurampo ewo. BNI or NIB, they are there. Who they find say all these are the state institutional. Member say who perceive said they are not independent. But we have international well renowned okay said Supreme Court 2012. Sir auditing firm here Supreme Court a contractor mumombe audit pink sheet near the idea all this Price Waterhouse Coopers Scrampo you could have what they are seeking to do is to get an opportunity to wreckle the go boss CEO. Omo din who fell said ye omo ye bi wo vetting committee so atwede ne niema bebre confusion say master this is all jokes.
I motion summons no. I motion to summon no.
Yes.
NDC amanyoko no. Do you have problem with it?
We don't have an no, but when I started I told you say it is in the right of no meba. It is in the right of Parliament or even in the right.
Let them proceed.
It's in their right to do it. But I'm saying say some conditions now or TV so air can when you also can so ya we so wajumboni eteche you should do it behind the scenes our Parliament.
Okay.
Then the speaker will now invite the go boss CEO to come. Se speaker no kura young man is a speaker no na adwenya ni so be blocking no majority ni be blocking some motion no but we don't have time for this baby jokes I'm saying that
proceed. Now,
they should proceed but that opportunity they want to hide behind Parliament right to do their things as they have done previously and maybe do your mama akwai ahinkra and a kofa voting a yidishe nenum.
Okay.
Or jiasotronic beatings our Parliament. Vetting ekosui the same thing. Omu yeji omonim guasie. You see, I'm saying that as much as the Parliament or any member of Parliament or even the minority has the right to put in a motion to the speaker. Na speaker be more akwenya ama whatever ceremony or questioning they want to do no nipa ne be ba the floor of Parliament no why no so I say ye pese ye nya akwenya na we I mean me say baby jokes
ade me susu ni say majority no. Why don't you keep quiet, sit down, let them proceed, and let's see the outcome.
Now, why doesn't he also keep quiet? And let the motion go to the speaker.
Majority nature say.
Yes.
Dear Sami Jemfi asaba out ababeka.
Okay.
Oh, so they no.
Once.
They know say
accountability.
And IMF. Yemfre BOD.
Oh, the IMF.
So account na minority
IMF
so nimra na yen share the losses wo gold board
Dizzi.
This is the far.
Don't speak for the minority.
No, listen, I'm not speaking
IMF
for them.
IMF is an independent international body.
The minority no no say ye ni obi ate wonsa bankum so
me say
enti na ma men ko mo so asemo mo no. Why don't you give them the chance? Let them proceed and let's see the outcome of it.
No me no esi omo kwan so mo mba studio embe agi omo point out to.
Oh, me make us enye no na make am. Me make am there afanyo markings
me
say mo floor no.
Look,
no mo meye omo nya omo hihye mu.
You see, he deserved the description Sami Jemfi gave him. You know why? Because obi awusu wa motion. You don't jump the gun even before the motion is accepted by the speaker to invite the Gold Board CEO to parliament to answer certain questions. You are not even putting the motion for him to come and answer questions in parliament too.
Yeah.
You want the speaker to set up an independent inquiry, what not. Now, Abra or sell parino, public accounts committee, or your majority chairperson or for the
minority chair.
So what are they talking about?
What are
they talking about?
Sami Jemfi about the losses.
They don't know what they are about. Sabi, me can say they don't know what they are about. Me in respect to this year, but with respect concerning the issues we are discussing.
But my problem is
look for Sami Jemfi has stated that
I love what you're saying.
If they want to go to the international
Sami Jemfi si onslo fine onslo ababe kasa osi onslo baby on be free ni bia obeba ana afanyo markings kase
any TV stations kase on TV
station no so ko dina social media so wa try e dey ato X and other social media platform ni bia no ono ne dia wo kan say they should give them open forum call the IMF BOD Sami Jemfi na omonfa fast ni na no mumbie biem because they were still they are insisting say the losses of ASR 22 billion no
it is false. That 22 billion is false.
So much nasa bibi ante sa
22 billion it is a figment of their imagination. 22 so called 22 billion.
Say am kwan am anya still na be show me say
there is no look.
Because if say
no let's give time a time. Let's give time a time.
Until when
you are perceiving and throwing out false allegation without any
that
facts.
Is how you see it.
Please.
Minority be anyone oba accept what you are saying. That's how you see it. But how they see it, that's not how you see it. You people should allow them. Let them
but nobody has prevented them. If we had prevented them and Kobenya Kotina TV station and making this false allegation, that 22 billion they put out, is that what the IMF statement states? Go and cut it from any page of the
IMF and form files, Emra.
Throw false information out to the public. After now, Daniel
Ebana force and not charges.
No, we don't have time for to see them for this.
Sami Jemfi be kind. Okay, that's Sami Jemfi be kind. Say Alexander Afanyo Markins kwadwo opon kunuma abna o say o pare say omo anyan nsem a omo keka obesi wo mo eti say
so what is their position now
say
right now what is their position I don't know to assume that say
say omo hia IMF any Bank of Ghana omo files ene samije
IMF e wo wiem
omo mebie nsem mu na omo hu a so omo biem na se no kura bi anim a
Dizzi
honorable samije mfo ho kwan se o see wo because omo
Dizzi mibusao so when they were throwing out those false
0592136677 concerning stories na I discuss wa ha no the power making kind nyina e dia ma. Then let's move to
any space no waka say IMF no e was space into uni spacecraft bi a de be call no no akwaji information me see ye the mra parliament or no afenyo markings under them and no pass the RTI law bill no pass into law.
Okay.
Or who kwan so timitro to any institution of state which Gold Board is part,
okay,
or to IMF,
all right,
for further and better particulars. But you don't come out and throw this false accusation and then later you shell back to hide behind a so-called what is it, motion that you want to send to the speaker.
Okay, let's all wait and then let him proceed and then let's see the outcome of it.
We have a better governance rule.
Tano Galamsey fight. Youth demand an end to illegal mining along Tano River. Na youth no mo wana na mebunu no mo Tano so no omo super said they demand immediate action. Set Tano River na e binom esusu se obinum galamsey baby eba be kansuo no asai no omo akasa e de akire aban no yenko na yenti omomra ewi a yebesa to aso
North mensinimu wa hafumantemu na wamabuna wo honom ani abrese krodoma wode kokobo ekwama wona wotu efamagudie na momra kwan so sei wonhwe won ho yie pa no wontwe won ho anu wantwe won ho mfiri saa dwumadie hu anya saa wode abufuhyew pa da beba won so won nsentrofo di nkomo na trofo de mata no so youth association kofi kwache ede tu dwase otaya nkobia hena wota no so achi kufu pa esanse efomagudie tuo ha won pa ama won so nyina ni asese ya ha kwi adwuma nso wo honom
aya galanza ekotu nyina na ankobia ne tana so mabunu assembly members ana afa to won ho akoa beduru nei na yɛde na MC na utimi gina wa sɛ na na ankɔ bia na etu galamsey ɛyɛ ebra ɔmo ɛna na no nansa etwa mu na ɔne apolitifo ekosi zi na tie ni bi na de akai a ɔde ba nfie ɔmo frɛ apolitifo na commander na la ne go through nti wɔyɛ na gye sɛ ɔno nko ara ne man te bɛkɔ na akɔgye na tie no nti ɔmo kɔgye ɔmo ntimi fa nkɔ police station straight nti na yɛ de ba ahemfie beguɔ ɛno na MC ne ne nkrɔfo tete manto a ɔmo di na tie ne wura hɔ a ebopia ɔmo sɛ ɔmo akɔ akɔwia ana sɛ ɔmo tu galamsey na mesrɛ sɛ MC is what task force na MC task force awati yɛhwɛ so ɔmo na etu galamsey yɛkɔkyi nipa ba na ɔtwe pɛpɛpɛ ne agya ɔmo sɛ ɔmo nkɔ a asɛm bi kura wɔ court si ya me na mo kasa yi a yɛn ka ho asɛm kura besi nne ti mesrɛ sɛ ankora ne tana so ma ɔmo tu kwan kwa baabi a yɛsrɛ monka ɔmo mu no mɛ tana so mwa
ɔkasa wieye na titena ne ɔda mmabunu ya no Samuel Frempon so de tu dwa se
Abdul Razak no a ɔmo frɛ ne kɛkɛ ofiri Susan so yɛpɛ sɛ ɛma ne yɛ awɛ sɛ mmabunu na ɛwɔ kurom ha no ɛka akyerɛ no sɛ dwumadi a obedi ya afa ekedi oyene ne nneɛma bɔne bɛbata no so kurom ha no no ɔnsan mmra na ɔmmepa akyɛw ɔmfa akyɛw pa kɛseɛ mmra ta no so kurodua ne nyinaa ɛne mmabuna
okay na kyɛsɛ ɛyɛ Tano youth ana ɔmo nso akasa no na yɛkɔ yɛnim before say honorable memo abam yɛnkɔ this one says stop the incoming MP tag Koka wants NPP members in Ashanti region. Yanko nienti Koka emso emra area ebeto aso.
The chairman 20 years. And now to go no be na constituency. Was a very incoming MP. No na for now MP Otiabo Yaso aka 3 years, the 2 years. Now always parliament. The be name you ewo. So Benua make say all right but say emran so ye see me fa krata na wonam constituency incoming chairman incoming ayi na wo boss awe yi ase o do boss ala kan yo boy kwaye na mo incoming e dey chairman aduma no ya se mensa man ka be ho ami ya enye ye intimation na ho e mo bin tra constituency na on so pamo ben tra ho e na police station for en so pamo men say ho ema electoral area for ensopamo men say ho ema say constituency officers ensopamo umani na yen famra no enye twuma e wo say mo bia kwan e ko we mo bia kwan opeso kasa ye ma na kwan ma na kasa e wo say mo bia kwan na dwumadi a o be prese o be ye no ye ma na kwan ma na ba ye eni ye ya tumi na de e beba ene he ko na ye no the chairman 20 years. And now to go no be na constituency was a very incoming MP on na for now MP Otiabo Yaso aka 3 years, the 2 years. Now always parliament. The be name you ewo. So Benua make say all right. But say emran so ye see me fa krata na wonam constituency incoming chairman incoming ayi na wo boss awe yi ase o do boss ala kan yo boy kwaye na mo incoming e dey chairman aduma no ya se mensa man ka be ho ami ya enye ye intimation na ho e mo bin tra constituency na on so pamo ben tra ho e ma police station for en so pamo ben tra ho e ma electoral area for en so pamo ben tra ho e ma say constituency officers and so now umani na yen famra no enye twuma e wo say mo bia kwan e ko we mo bia kwan opeso kasa ye ma na kwan ma na kasa e wo say mo bia kwan na dwumadi a o be prese o be ye no ye ma na kwan ma na ba ye eni ye ya tumi na de e beba ene he ko na ye no the chairman 20 years and now to go no be na constituency was a very incoming MP on na for now MP Otiabo Yaso aka 3 years, the 2 years. Now always parliament. The be name you ewo. So Benua make say all right. But say emran so ye see me fa krata na wonam constituency incoming chairman incoming ayi na wo boss awe yi ase o do boss ala kan yo boy kwaye
Okay, na chese ye chairman koka ana odi anibre akasa atre ye NPP for our more Ashanti region. Honorable, before some more no, unemployed persons with disabilities or see group demand government fulfill 5% recruitment a year quota. Interest ewu mupa yenkwana yentie omo emra iria yebesa atwaso.
From the northern region to other parts of the country, unemployed graduates with disabilities joined the picket to draw attention to what they describe as discrimination in recruitment, despite the government's 5% employment quota for persons with disabilities. The coalition said this was evident in the recent recruitment exercise by the Ghana Education Service, where it submitted a verified list of 200 qualified graduates with disabilities for consideration, but none was recruited.
We started the process way back in January up to now. Now, GS, they are doing recruitment as I speak with you. They are doing recruitment now. But are they ready to employ us? Even those that we applied, none of them had opportunity. Not even one person was able to get the employment.
In October 2025, President John Dramani Mahama stated that the government would strictly enforce a minimum 5% employment quota for persons with disabilities across both the public and private sectors. The coalition of unemployed graduates with disabilities says it is demanding its share of the quota and decisive action from the government. Its picket ended in a disagreement over who should receive the petition and the level of authority they deemed fit.
On this day, as we are here, our mission and vision is to meet either the chief of staff, speak to us, or the vice president or the president.
After the coalition decided not to present the petition to presidential staffer Dr. Samuel Aye, he acknowledged their concerns and respected their decision not to hand over the petition to him.
I'm standing instead of His Excellency the President. So if you think that the President has sent me to receive a petition on his behalf, and in your opinion, I am a nobody, and because of that, you will not give me your petition, well, that's the position you can also have. I respect that decision. There's no problem with it.
Unperturbed and determined to continue the picket until a higher authority came to receive the petition, the group eventually presented it to presidential staffer Nana Yaa Jantwa, who later arrived to receive it.
From the na just a video na yako shaba no. Honorable, my member, I bought 3 videos. Tano Galamsey fights and then a Kuka, Chairman Kuka, and so our NPP members in Ashanti region, and then group demand government fulfill 5% recruitment quota. Now, Nina, 9 stories, but my share the third one, no, people with disabilities. Minu ina Jane say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and a share wa musa abono to add 5%. Alright, what I was saying. Obi any very simple. But they say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. If I stand to correct, that was Sona 2026.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Ostetis.
I've not disputed that fact. No, me dispute.
Yeah, I know.
So
but once the na make Kenya say people with disabilities.
Yeah.
Sabi omo did them. Komu kra de ni kwanse etoto omo ase. We ye omo a etiefo me pam so mo hwa de omo did them a nyame adon omo se timi akọ school awie. Asem ne yeka. Na bia nipa no would imagine will be a wedding them by fine ni freni what's me a co school na yentimi recruiting omo yema omo adwumanye na sa 5% sikana His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kan so de be kan omo ho no ni nyina so emai eno so no mo de petition no mo sin ko mo pe chief of staff Paul Bafuboni. But Nana Yaa Jantwa, presidential senior staffer.
Chief of staff, there so no
Chief Justice. Chief Justice, sorry, Chief Justice. And I know we also I'm Chief Justice, Vice President, and as a president himself. And I know person petition,
But it doesn't still stop them from sending those petitions.
Me say such people no dey kwan say keso omo bokura anka ibuso.
Dizzi, omo no omo be ka omasem. It is true. Government said 5%.
Yeah.
But omo ka omasem we. Me know why it and we don't know the bare facts.
Yeah. And
to this ABA place a call to the Minister of Education because GES right now in a recruitment too.
Yeah,
it is a ministry that does the recruitment and all that. So we need to find out from the appropriate context why probably if there is any data to show say I'm part the almost can say
okay,
because me sure say even recruitment and I finalize the query until we must get the data say be oh yeah for nipa ABA 300 out of 300 ABA nipa say in a year people with disability and the boy ma etimi hu how I enso e betimi akasa found but the omo canon so no me nka say nim it might be true it might not be true
okay
unless nipa no omo say omo throw petition against no or back out abeyi anu ama yehu say with the figures ama yehu say ampa the omo kano ewu
no cray okay
ubekom kra bia na ebi mu have been employed but e bia number no omo no unya it is rather unfortunate but I believe that there are several specialized schools bi wo honoma government can still make use of our brothers and sisters with disabilities to go teach in those places.
Okay.
So what I say.
Yeah.
In government schools, on a basic school, we have people with disabilities that are teaching there.
Yeah.
Mimi school maybe.
Oh, okay.
And it's not out of place for them to demand or to remind the government say 5% na or promise you know and you be saying.
Okay.
But we can't say emphatically say just recruitment na course na and say you know yeah fabi.
Okay.
I know they may you need that factor.
Yeah.
A fact there. Unless we cross check with the GES or Ministry of Education for them to give us that data.
Sure.
But I'll still also assure them say government is doing everything possible. Petition will be attended to, it will not be overlooked.
Okay.
So they should be rest assured.
All right.
Then we look at the call or cry for Galamsey to end
Tano
at the Thanos River banks near the I think say community bia ye mine illegal mining wo mu bia no se babunu no any kroma no es original say aka Galamsey nke etu ase
yeah
the anamo mu omafa no it is the right way but menso mesre say if the say the omo MCs ni DCs bidding say omo ye bi no me ye maban me begina anka say the omo kanenim.
Okay.
But if there are people who are into it, hold this certain sensitive position in our government, I will say a crack in the whip. A use you more scapegoats.
Yeah.
No more than yes, I said last time when your opportunity na
penny
edu ko si baby si na name na di juma bi on behalf of him and the nation. Sabi ya de adwene be den ebetons me si wunye sika nyina na nkrofo na wo di omoso no omabrabo aye basa umom na problem ne be sa ba wo. Okay, I was say yetimi ebresa na mani yen stopping mining legal mining in any form. We are talking about illegal mining that is destroying our water bodies and our land.
Okay.
Then we look at the last one, Chairman Coker. Maybe son Chairman Coker. Issues no raising our person chairman in other constituencies and districts almost taking action against people who are perceived to be vying for almost position and now members of parliament be position abrata ni nyanso anye also onu Chairman Coker no before see e beto abama no behind the scenes na dey na no oye.
Okay.
They should spare us the hypocrisy.
Because
once you have given a timeline
for him to even say in the name of come on.
Look, me see on me sign on unity.
Yeah.
Say behind the scenes prior to so Baba yet regional chairman elected currently no because enyan swear omo in ana party nimpenin fokra nyan for timelines betu na behind the scene no lobby not making intentions known. Oh, he should spare us.
Okay.
Those things are part of politics.
That one.
Timelines nimba out. Na no de uyi wenim ni eso mu say kukura. Emrani no bedi. But say a timeline say in a besia. Obia were right. So be declaring intention to people he so believed said they will support him or her.
Okay.
Na the or member of parliament currently so nyene juma ye then he or she should sit up. Okay. So a constituency chairman na se won so who nye juma ye why would you fear somebody trying to do what? He should spare us those.
Okay, now just say Honorable Isaac Buedi, NDC communication team member, Kwadaso constituency, and it's saying number no end the screen so 0592136677 0592136677 Honado SMS and WhatsApp messages nina ebe for real life Mot TV Digi Box no so Hana TV you stream live TikTok and also Hana TV and YouTube also original gossip TV Simon so sa mame pa na ye kwaya nim dia enra incidents bi esi tech men kan say accidents pa chese ni nyina ne say Ghana police you see omo pick up ye bi de akwache weed smokers de omo ko omo custody na fofi anto ata ana trotro driver bi nso eso anu hwi gban ode bebo mu ma abonefo ayache omo ye do omo ko police custody omo aprepra mema omo te trotro no musu aprepra na ya rehosem pa yenko na yenhwede esi ho no emra iwia yebeto aso.
According to reports, the police pickup with registration GP1035 was transporting about 7 suspected cannabis smokers to the police station after they were arrested during an operation. The police vehicle reportedly collided with a trotro with registration AS 375522 while crossing the traffic lights. Eyewitnesses say the police vehicle was traveling at a high speed with its siren on when it entered the intersection while the traffic lights had turned green for the trotro, resulting in a collision. Several people, including some of the suspected cannabis smokers, police officers and passengers on the trotro sustained injuries.
Police vehicle, and free, and bring that campus, and not actually every almost police station. See, police are in the society, just all back on Manaba, and now, traffic light and so yellow. Now, a man will move as a mother, or move through, if you go busy, and the police can be shared, and a crash.
The police car was on a top speed, taking the suspects to the police station when the trotro was coming from the Unity Hall junction and crashed into the police vehicle. All those at the bucket fell on the road and got injured. The injured persons were subsequently rushed to the KNUST hospital for medical attention. The crash caused significant congestion on the KNUST campus, but other police officers later cleared the vehicles from the road to ease the situation. According to reports, the police pickup with registration GP1035 was transporting about 7 suspected cannabis smokers to the police station after they were arrested during an operation. The police vehicle reportedly collided with a trotro with registration AS 375522 while crossing the traffic lights. Eyewitnesses say the police vehicle was traveling at a high speed with its siren on when it entered the intersection while the traffic lights had turned green for the trotro, resulting in a collision. Several people, including some of the suspected cannabis smokers, police officers and passengers on the trotro sustained injuries.
Police vehicle, and free, and bring that campus, and not actually every almost police station. See, police are in the society, just all back on Manaba, and now, traffic light and so yellow. Now, a man will move as a mother, or move through, if you go busy, and the police can be shared, and a crash.
The police car was on a top speed, taking the suspects to the police station when the trotro was coming from the Unity Hall junction.
Okay, na chese enra oyonewe ana esi ye wo Ken USC campus abrana police for akwache suspects say omo they believe say omo weed smokers a omo de omo ko ne say trotro enso ebe crash omo a ede arehosem say aba honorable we no fault we me dem hu say if you trotro driver no pe de ye tie ye no say na yellow traffic lights yellow one no aso pe eyewitness na okasa we echi nti na nke say trotro driver no is slow down and a police no so the siren na den eba nti is it careless driver no carelessness and I say because
you see, we don't have to jump the gun just because a reporter is saying otherwise.
Okay.
So when your video nankasa na utie audio no pe oma no mu review camera na share
yeah so
that particular terrain no na share footage ni ya traffic light ni soma trotro driver ni so mbetwem.
Oh okay.
Traffic light no
soma
trotro driver no ombetwem. Baby a police car no free e buy.
It's na why fault police na
a police driver
no. Okay. Because of the police was siren.
What's so siren is said. Yes, you have gone to arrest some youth smoking cannabis.
Yeah.
These are not so criminals bia ususu se ombet me escape na so mbeye and yemfa enimbu niema bi yennuanuma police for ne omumu bi so mu driving on our roads they think they are the law.
Yeah
omu put most of the traffic regulations so
no crepa
and they think nobody can talk about them or touch them,
especially when you see motorbikes
because once you go and make an arrest the life of those people you have arrested is in under your hand, under your care.
Unim say na ya hand coffee o munsu
what did they make an say
accident no see san say ebinum nsa betimi ate
minya enya convoy no wakwa boss siren
ebin nsa betimi ate
ebeti because look at how it's even police for ni bi no moti echire and the way I see boy none of them will be spared.
Yeah,
but they need to be the driver of the police vehicle and the senior person they need to be questioned and the authorities need to review the camera again.
Yeah,
they will see that the fault wasn't from the trotro driver. Say the trotro driver no so the nkofo ebusuya any nipa nenam on campus so any highway.
Yeah,
me say police for ne to the bi omo ye niema bi asemra no omo de enka enchi omo.
Yeah,
me say listen to the audio very well. Okay. Footage no tie ne ye na hwe commentary a running behind the scene. Omo say ade no esoma trotro driver na e wo so ko. And the police ni no di na sign abesign trotro phone. But omaya team ubehu say they be kwakwa. So those people, police officers, they need to be questioned. Sebi, enye serious, you are not transporting criminals. Omuye criminals such as omutimi die one ombetimi escape.
Okay.
They are even in a bucket, police vehicle bucket.
Yeah.
Which means that omunye harmful.
Yeah.
Just that they went to smoke and they were arrested.
Yeah.
So Kenya accident when they see ya.
Police for now.
Kenya accident. Omuyebi. Omunumbi.
Wow.
Me so for line. Ya tina trotro mo police ni odi cannabis. Emma tech driver CB.
Yeah. Or Tomamano.
Odi mano.
So on konom.
Oh, I know Ajiska. Most of them, that is what they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Americano, Nyama Omumu be a disgrace to the uniform. Some of them, they are square pegs in round hole. They don't fit to be police officers.
Okay. Nyami aduma Monday meba be yi police 2 police officers omaye adiebi then come they come production but yeah you know a doorso I mean aduma Monday me ba be bibi sa now honorable my main kind message bi wa ha this one says good evening Afanyo and Co should extend it back to 2021 when they were in office so that Ghanaians will know the truth whether they are doing politics or they are fighting a good cause we Efriye A Majid Tamale South and Wadiaba. Also bet me the Wadrin channel for 0592136677 both WhatsApp and SMS making kind in Ediama. Honorable, what is one see and answer young
the message say in fact it's unfortunate this accident happened but there was no way the truck driver could have avoided because now traffic ina man kwan so onko enti so the way of crossing no whoever you are all the berry now cause stopping so you rather cause more harm to others yes so I think the driver did the needful but the police institution should take care of those who have been injured and after that they should put their officers to check for some of the things they do on our roads
na makonum week ka me ya betcheme ye che me no na masakwa akusia nkwanhia wi emuya
nyame ne boy nyame ne boy it's unfortunate we are sorry for the AC but I think that we should be careful on our roads we should be careful on our roads
Alright, young Kwaya 24-hour economy. People are suing us for what we are not responsible for. A presidential advisor, Augustus, Tano, or the secretariat, I do a matter 24-hour economy. Market now, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, and almost say, I'm for you, a crime be brave, so, but they are not responsible for what they have been sued. It's young na yentie omo emra iwia ebeto aso
24-hour economy secretariat at the abeto dwase omanfo dodo na asama won do na kogina emra animu a wonom echiremu se ensemu a wakunche dia fa won hu nyina no wonim ho hwe ne sente dodo na no wonom ebetwe won ho de afre ho na presidential advisor edema 24-hour economy secretariat Augustus Obuadum Tano de atodwase ensem bia wonom de wona kogina court se wo meyi ano no wonom eni emu chefa bia anase wonom eho enim kra wo de ato wona lawyer fo enim se wo momodia entry enkrata wonom edebekọ court a wobetumi akoyi wonano atwe won ho afrisa ensem no ehu.
So it's a good thing, but for the moment we have no responsibility whatsoever. So if people sue 24-hour economy authority, we've been sued 4 or 5 times for something that we have no responsibility for. So our lawyer is moving a motion in November to get us to be removed from the defendants list, because we have no jurisdiction, we have no status in the matter, all right? So that problem is a problem that the Ministry of Local Government is handling. The global average should be 15%. So this is what the program is designed to do, to transform supply chains. 25 is 1 year old. You want us to do what the ministries have failed to do in 70 years? Let's be realistic. And the difference between 24 and every other program, there's no chunk of money like Big Push, 30 billion cedis for us to go and take and do the project. So everything we're doing is planned, is executable, and what we've done is being very quiet about what we're doing. Why do we do that? We saw what happened with 1D, 1F. Today they were announced. We built something there, then they went and put a signboard. We're not interested in that. If we put a signboard, it means it's actually going to happen or it's happening. Not because we wish it, not because we're being sentimental, not because we want to score political points, but to make sure that actual project will be executed.
24-hour economy secretariat at the abeto dwase.
Okay, na chese presidential advisor Augustus Tando ana wakasan will be MC our Ganoff Akwete abo ono so akasa wo say markets had gone off to reduce roadside trading risk at Pokuase and Amasaman. Also more trade our kwan chen huni we bia na accidents bibia na ka bia to afa na akobo mo ebi nso na o man ka so bi tade or de kwa akoma na cause accident. This risk we ni nyina so mo be si 24-hour market no economy market no e wo Pokuase ni Amasaman ebe reduce all those risk no. Sa 24-hour economy market nso na omo daanu yi ebinum betwe omo ho afiri all because amanfo AC wo mo dodo yenkoni nti eye MC ewo ye Ganof eye Akwete Abo emra iwia ye beto aso
won do na kugina emra animu a wonom ekyeremu se ensem a wakunkyeredi afa won ho nyina no wonim ho hwe ne sente dodo na no wonom ebetwe won ho de afiri ho na presidential advisor edema 24-hour economy secretariat Augustus Obuadum panyi edema omanfo a wonom ewo Ganof Akwete Agbo de atodwa se 24-hour market a wonom esi no ewo Pokuase no ebebo amadwadi a ekoso ewo kwan ho wo Pokuase ne Amasaman no eso ebete
wo hyase ufri Chimota all the way to Isawam. You need drop papa bia obia every commercial activities kwan hu na happen. Uba isi uba unse Pokuase junction na car friends abochenku wo ho udu Taifa junction chese Amasaman po de enye kura eti no adwawe eba ebetimi aboa ema friends adwadie nkita hu ebekoso. Then also omu a friend say feel say just a slogan. No, it's not a slogan. Idea His Excellency wasi ni bose obeye amagana for
owie ni kasa yemu no wode tudwa se omanfo nyina mfa wona ho den ene won bibia entai dwumadie no achi se ne beye a mampani yani so de hunu se obesi dwa ebeboa omanfo a wonom ewo Pokuase Amasaman na Fiaman ene ne mpotamu no obenya ho mfaso
ya do implementation bia say yetimi assist modernize our traditional market system so that at least nyama ye dikoy yemu ifroma ye humi koy mu no at least beye from a part without any kind of disease attached to it. Me what did they say? Na me buana timi be project we infrastructure kesiye ebebre ye manfo edi adwuma ebeba both direct and indirect jobs edebeba enu na ehia yen titiri ena ebesanso ayade ebetimi abie friends Pokuase and eat environs ebe makru no eden ebe konani because edi adwadie bibre ebe ba na sikanso ede ebe ba
sikrachi panyi edema
okay na chese eye MC a owo eye Ganof Akwete Abo ana ono so de nsem no ababetuja honorable 24-hour economy markets say na mene wudi nkomo off air me say mpanimfo in the lives of eye Augustus eye Tando ene secretariat a ono so eda no say hu abomu because of amount for charges oma press against them oma si wo ewo court say omu nyina suru say omo twe omo ho afiri ho we dey akwa say national cathedral dodo na nso sha say asofo no sha say omo twe omo ho afiri ho no also say did say esia don't you think say show signal to amount for 24-hour economy market no it's been fulfilled menya obi ewo ahoma no so ma menko no hello.
Hello, Mr. Dizzi.
Mr. Sedu, good evening.
Evening.
I hope so.
Number chair of producers and engineers and technicians.
Okay.
My name is Mr. Isaac.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
You Mr. Dizzi, make sure you offer your market deal. Mother, and 20 after your bag, or I am over there, one board of worker, and pretty, I have a say, boy, and another for some. Maybe I make them or yeah, you watch it, immediately. Video now, but I make it for the challenge.
Yeah.
Baby, or better. We will come on, we can hear what they call for them. What they want to know, I'm going to go to lawyer. I hear you with the Aka.
Okay.
You will know how more kind I am afraid you know. Or you be there or they or friendly there home for Mata. The wisdom of work I will you.
Yeah.
After your market in a little to the celebrity armor. Kapia or Moody die. The public I can conceive. And the celebrity won't pay for Obiba 3 million a year budget now. Or the committee I know what spending according to some to the 200 market ability check here. I didn't know what you meant. I check.
Yeah, Tanoso. Yeah, yeah.
Our economy, I'm moving. What the other day, they do all the day, I have a book with it. If you want to win the lawyers, the 40 days before I die, and I mission away, I am abroad, or moving every 97 million dollars. If it's a year, that's before that crowd that can why you can move the money away when you are. If you put a just if you are if you do all my woman, mother, and the day they don't get the great food. And I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm going to get your weird to get there. Yes, they are moving, yes, I swear, I've spread the whole Ghana. Where is the kind of crowd that is? I'm going to say that you crowd toilet to walk to go on my way to our product in the gas. I can just say the police and post won't go without a day.
Okay.
We were Jimmy or part when they are going home when that was soon over. I'm continuing with MPP the movement. The one that was a MPP. Mumma or I represented one money money in the way they are more here to let that. Everyone was the fee. I'm not more. Or more losing or Chimano. Okay, every time more you do. On the other, for me, and yet, I'm not for two. Can the book be behind?
Yeah.
What's the kind of food about me? And what about me? No matter.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the kind of food will move in can't you never hear the 11 up? What do I move so much in our mind? You may be our home. I bet you if I do about the petrol. I put 20 a liter. What the Africa for my penny? I want to say, what you want to say, you want my penny blue. Was it a car, the aircraft, my penny, the other in China, can't be a cat, aircraft, the three now come. It's the way my money today. And then say, I must to say, you know. But that's what that one of the mother. But that's what it's I can't put that is our.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Sedri, I do as sounds to our friend watch the the number is on your screen. 0544466669 phone so bet me aboy concerning sorry sna ya discuss studios of Hana TV, you know, oborem ya just honorable. Before I say na Mr. Sedri be friend and am be so asem 24-hour economy. Say empenifo mu di anim mame kan ye 24-hour economy market empenifo mu di anim eso omo ba be twen omo ho afri ho because say ye see omo a don't you think say be show signal e dey ama binum say ene his excellency John Dramani Mahama kra wontimi nye because National Cathedral sa na koye ya asofo ne sha ase so omu fifrim ene aye ayi lake o say ayi eda ho no. Don't you think say a bit me abasa?
I think say Gusitano or say about 4 or 5 lawsuits, but one shut down why him.
Yeah.
But they may say and say omo person lawyers trona omo down no ye omo free as defendant.
Oh, okay.
not
but
as people managing the secretariat.
Okay.
Nti misro yentwen na matter number up ni enya evidence no ni ehu so ebia we ni ntina yesiu the secretariat ebia abcd reason ntina yenso ye pese ye yi frame as defendant but what they make but I think that the idea of the 24-hour market or economy is for supply chain said you see no edwade be cost continuously said you hunu amman bi so no and I think that other places have started until with time we be hu the yetimi awie any the impact it is having on our economy and I believe that let's all embrace it. For now omunye adwuma ndru baby ani akasa ebi omuye adwuma no we na atochimante na ntini yesi omu obi on maybe a location na yesi
na location na problem
ebi na adwenya ne say there was a previous structure bi ya raise
was so mabubu banks na niam bebre
what I say you be surprised say places ni be on my government in landa or the Bayet search project. In Tebia old government land that structure be was so na serve a purpose be ana on my head on my dear modi there are a lot of, but I think that all these grievances there should be a particular department of the secretariat people can channel their grievances near who how e betimi because so share say contractor be be kwan now obi structure crazy kwan wa ye factor sa ne mani na interene ye compensate nipa no so that be nipa no be satisfied sa express lanes ye roads ye enkofobi on momofuo is affected enkofobi on momo dying structures is affected government is compensating such people what I say but so wo sha say as a secretariat maybe I want putting all those structures in place now fiti prekope because ebia me assembly me say now we are definitely people will be picked and this might be some of the reasons in tia lawsuits about 3 to 4 5 be adults but I believe that this is not beyond the secretariat and government. We'll look at how to solve it so the be obi akoma beto ni yem na dwade ni mpuntu so akoso aman.
Okay. My main kind message was thank you for this information. God bless you. It's me, Reagan. Okay. Reagan, so what I say, Yankupon Shai, with this information, diamond, but one city, say, a story way at the end of all kind. I say, Honorable, Brenner, I bre area, 6 minutes. Gone off a MC and so Ekasai for 24-hour economy no must say markets at gone off to reduce roadside trading risk at Pokiasi and then Amasamai.
Because accident here see or tech inside. Oh dear, Yampa had been consistent car. Sa Biano that stretching na stalls be wo hono ma na say dwade bi koso hono ma hwe be a trot on to fire ka den and kebesi and I believe that abanye kwan a ewo bebia oyema pedestrians efa and oyen so a owo bebia odinema bi structures bi eden ACC but I say in discipline ya doso yen as different districts in mantem traders to me take things into their own hand, no more setting up trading joint be. But I believe that those in authority must also act quick when we begin to see some of these things. And they must add in the question most times the assembly members. Assemblymen for no. So yesuko hu baby na wa office honum ye okay awko hu na pe dem rano laws no. Otimi catch us say bia fa bibi be den. Ebesio no ma di omu nchobo kakra but what they make and I believe that say the MC ni kanu wom but also on the assembly members no so kasa because most times omo na massa ankofo we akwanya emo mutimi set up market joints or trading joints along the street ni adi and I believe that it's a 24-hour economy market no a ban is setting it up in a way a betimia containing larger people are ni na ebeboa that yen demarcate those areas no so the beya enko because accident is na problem ba e ya ban kroya na e besa adwane atoa no wasade ni sabo o mine futuro mu e bia na sa futuro no nko de ye bibi fufuro but because say nem timamufo eho akanti no e was so ye den obeboa
okay honorable final words na ye nkona ye bre no aye bre na ye Friday bojaye
mentia no de mentia no me de ma Mr. Peter work at the municipal assembly one of my godfathers in me I believe say Oboy Juma as constituency organizer and also call for organizer position ye bompa drew on ma will campaign and root for him to continue the good work then me de chia so koma ma sorry for Triumphant Baptist for and 21 days prayer and fasting and then ye and if you had about Sunday ne be climax nina te Dizzi ukra metro nsafro na
mate
Sunday wa be bompa ye kaka
mate empire so de me bopa all right abusia for hana brema kwan me de dwumadi ni nyina ebe wie ye honorable Isaac Buadi NDC communication team member kwada so constituency dane de nyina ye ne wo fie ha honorable Nyankopon Israel said dane de nyina ye to yen safre wa oba dwumadi etwagu Hana TV multi TV de give us na Hana TV etwagu is also na news stream live our TikTok and also Hana TV and then YouTube original Gossip TV Nyankopon Israel all the technical team omobua ye nantia sonko enkoma ye general manager ye Akwasia Pia baby obia entia sonko enkoma no sanso na ye Eric me marketing manager ono so baby obia entia sonko enkoma no Kaninja enso programs manager baby obia entia sonko enkoma no sanso na senior technician senior MCR BB ne ho emfa no Nyankopon ka no ho na onsa na yare ene na kwadwo ene na kwadwo ene tena egwam ede ye come from Nyankopon so bibiara ene workers omo Hana TV fi ha nyina Nyankopon so bibiara no nye obia kese na obia ni suade hunu bia o hwe bia no ne nsa enka ewo Nyankopon edimu so for Dr. Apia Kofa by CEO of Hana TV and at the same time Johnny Paints wa so sonko abrutire paint aso Dr. Apia Kofa ba no edutwam and then ultimate New Life Church and the ultimate educational complex school wa so sonko eno so aba mesre say ye bie admission no atum fa ba ekọ wa fidie ni na Hana TV ubehu de me ka no pa na ha say dem sika me din Dizzi Davis ubetimi afollow me Facebook Dizzi Davis KAD